YouTube. So I'm starting a new series called Your Soul's Element. For those who don't know what the soul element is, it is what you are made of. In tarot, they call it the draconian element. Okay, but I'm not sure if it really corresponds and correlates with the draconian element. I just know it as the Bantu soul element. And your Bantu soul element can be water, earth, fire, air. There's also the sun, the moon, and the seventh element that we have not yet cracked. But everything under the sun, of course, everything created by God falls under one of those elements. So what is a soul element in explanation? A soul element is how God made you. So once upon a time, God decided he was going to make a soul. Because only he could make that energy. He decided, I'm going to make a soul. And then he said, so what am I going to use for this soul? What the heck am I going to use for this soul? And then he said, I know, today I'm going to make this soul from water. So, he takes water. Then he creates the body with water. And he says, nice. But I got to make a difference. They just can't be water. What kind of madness is that? So then God takes fire, puts it in the eyes. Boom, boom. Oh, those are your emotions. You are fire. Oh, thank God. So now your eyes are red. Then God says some green is needed. Or some green is needed. And some air is needed. They got something is needed right here. So to give you emotional stability maybe, or for you to view the world a certain way, God gives you, I'm just using body parts, God gives you a navel that is made of earth. And then God decides he wants you to float like a butterfly. So he gives you feet made of air. So your soul would be made up of 4 things, okay, but in different percentages, okay. Your main body would be water, your eyes would be fire, your navel would be earth, and your feet would be air. Sometimes he uses the sun and the moon in there, right? Having done that, our Father, the one we love so much, will then say, so who am I going to give you to now that I've made you? Oh, I know, I'm going to give you to water because your whole essence is water. So God goes to water and he says to water, here you go, another baby. And water says, oh no, not another baby. Not another baby. What is going on with the world? But water has no choice. She has to take her baby. And then she has to wait for somebody to come and ask for a water baby. 200 years later, along comes Dennis's parents. Not Denise, Dennis, the male. Not parents, ancestors. Dennis's ancestors come to water and they say, can we please have a soul? We want our boy to have a baby with this gorgeous thing that he is sleeping with these days. And then water says, oh, just take one and go away. So you who was made by God as water, you are snatched by Dennis's ancestors, and they quickly wait for Dennis to do his business. Then they slide your soul to the girl's ancestors, and the girl's ancestors hold on to this soul 9 months as your mama makes you. Then as you are about to be born, the parents, your mother's ancestors will slide your soul inside the body, and your father's ancestors will be waiting to receive you between her legs, and you are born. You're probably born as a Gemini. You're probably born June 6th or June 7th. You're a Gemini. Your birth element, your birth sign would be Gemini. But your soul sign, your soul is not a sign, it's an element. It's what you are made of. It's not a sign, it's an element. It's what you are made of. That remains water. Okay? 99% water, with the rest being fire, earth, and air. So what is your emotions? Your emotions is how you feel about the world. How you feel about it. So your body is water, your main element. Your emotions are in fire because they are your eyes. Is how you feel about the world. How, your emotions. How you do what you do in the world with how you fall in love. How you make friends. How you drive yourself. Alright, and then your third element would be earth, the belly button. How you perceive the world. How you react to what you think. Your belief system. It's your belief system. What you believe in. And why and how you believe in it. You find that I'm just using an example. Maybe those whose third element is earth are great believers in God, in comparison to those whose third element is air, who are about alternate religions. You get it? You get it? You get it? And then your foundation, the bottom, air, that's where you draw your power from. If you are metaphysical, that is really your most important section, where you draw your power from. So if your foundation is air, okay, it means that when you chant, you need business. It means that when you chant, air hears you and air moves faster for you than someone whose foundation is earth, right? That means that when you are tired, when you need to rest, when you need to relax, R&R, you need to catch a plane, baby. Not because catching the plane is air, but that's good too. But air, the air element, you travel, you're travelers, you thrive in foreign lands, you thrive learning a foreign language, you thrive with foreigners rather than your own, and you're always on the go. So when you are tired and you're beaten down and you don't know what to do with yourself and your life, you are going to, travel, because your foundation is air. Okay. So soul elements are completely different from the zodiac, but they do correlate. We've seen that. I have a lot of zodiac specialists and Bantus. They do correlate. We are the beginning before the zodiac signs. So I've decided to start a new program here. Every 2 weeks, I am going to upload your mother elements and what they have in store for you. Every 2 weeks, hopefully. I am going to upload what your mother elements have in store for you by checking out what they are doing. So if your main body is water, then your element is water. If your main body is fire, then your element is fire. I've got it on Instagram, the Isobel Mitton Company.ca, but every 2 weeks I am going to be uploading videos for water, for earth, for air, for earth. Okay, so I'm going to start with reading what I got this morning from the heavenly energies for the signs, and I put this on, because I wait for the heavenly energies to tell me what's going on, because we're talking about the elements. Your mother and what she's going through is what you are going through. So we are studying your mother. In my case, I'm water, so my mother is water. So, I was asking about my mama, water. I mean, it's being selfish. I was asking about my mother, water, and the heavenly energy said, what about all the others? So I said, okay, just give them to me. And I shared them. And I realized that I do give elemental readings, and this would be a great service to those who have taken the time to discover their elements. So, every 2 weeks, starting today. So for the element of air, okay, air, your daddy is really nonchalant right now. He couldn't care less. Going with the winds, which is just as well because you guys are air. You're observing the goings on in the world and your situation, but you're removed from it all. You're like being a scientist in a lab. You're just wait and see game, because that's what air is doing right now. Air is floating, so his children are doing exactly the same thing. They are thinking, but not that deep and not that hard, because they know the pieces will fall where they will. Okay? You're refusing to commit to anything right now because air is not committing to shit, not even to its best friend water. It's just chilling and waiting and listening and collecting information. And that's what you guys are doing right now. Okay, let us carry on. There's a detachment. You're detached. You are very detached. You are very much in your analytical mind than your emotions. Very detached, because air is looking to make its next move and it doesn't know how it's going to make it. Okay? You will make a decision though towards the end of these 2 weeks, starting this week. You're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision whether you're going to stay committed to that person or not. You're going to make a decision and then you're going to make your move. And you're being told by your father, that whichever move you make is the right one. Don't doubt yourself. Don't feel sad about it. If you have to dump that person, that's okay. They had to go. If you decided to keep that person despite all the things that they've done to you, that's okay too. They had to stay. Okay? So now I'm going to move on to... I really love doing this. I actually do. I don't know why it took me so long to not do it. Okay, the next 2 weeks for the soul element of Earth. Hello, Earth. These are your next 2 weeks and how your mama is feeling. You're winning at the beginning of these 2 weeks because your mama is feeling good about herself. She is feeling good. Right now, Earth is in charge. Earth is rolling with God. She has it all under wraps. She has a plan. And it'll work. Just like you. You have a plan. And your plan is going to work. You have been planning for a long time. You have been patient. It is going to work at the beginning. Okay? So, if your plan was, how can I get a commitment from Jose? I know, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, right? Plan, point A is going to work. Point B is going to work. Point C is going to work, right? Then, towards the end of the week, the 2 weeks, towards the end of the 2 weeks, after great movement and all your systems are on go, towards the end of those 2 weeks, there will be a pushback. Jose is going to push back. If his element is water or air, the pushback is going to be massive. It's going to be great. If he is fire, you're okay. But if he is water or air, he is going to push back with a passion, and that passion will make you change your mind about your plan. In other words, if you decided to get knocked up so that he can put a ring on it. When you do tell him you are pregnant, if he is water or air, he's gonna lose it, and you're going to have to think about terminating. Okay, so your advice, because there is advice for you, is don't go gung-ho. Okay, don't go gung-ho. Perhaps a little more patience will give you that ring. Don't throw everything at Jose, and don't sacrifice yourself, because Earth, she's about to sacrifice herself right now. Let me go to water. My elements, my elements, my element. I'm water. I'm water. My soul element is water. My birth element is water. I am so much water. It is so sad, right? So, the element of water in these next 2 weeks. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Rough, rough, rough. We're going to have to be rough riders, girls. It's gonna be rough. We're moody because our mother is in a mood. She feels trapped, unable to make a decision between several choices. None of those choices are great for her. Each one has a fly in the ointment. If she turns to the left, what she sees there isn't all great. If she turns to the right, what she sees there isn't all great. So she's just sitting in her lakes, in her streams, in her rivers, in the ocean, fuming. Once in a while, she makes a quick move, pulls back, because she can still see that she's trapped and she's not happy. And that's us. We're very moody right now because we feel like we don't have any choices on the board. We also feel like things are beyond our control. And we are water elements. We like to be in control. And if somebody has to control something, it has to be a friend. Like air, it has to be a friend. But right now, we're feeling like we can't even make a decision. We are very moody. We are very heavy duty to be around right now. And our advice was let go and let God, which is easier said than done because water is about that business, you know. So towards the end of the 2 weeks, however, we're going to catch a break. Something is going to happen. A new piece that wasn't on the chessboard will fall on the chessboard and will give you another alternative, a third way to go. Because water is like that. She always finds her way around the nooks and the crevices, the rocks and the mountains, the mud pits, and the earthquakes. Okay, so let's wait for that third thing that's coming. Alrighty, and fourth, the element of fire in these 2 weeks. Okay, the element of fire. Very ambitious right now. You're looking at January and you want to be ready. You want to be ready. You want to be ready, steady, go. And we all know, if people don't know, fire is the most passionate and the most ambitious. And fire elements are actually found in professions that require a lot of sacrifice. They are about justice. Most elements of fire are lawyers, prosecutors, judges. That's where you find most elements of fire. They are somehow dealing with equality. They are the people we love the most. They are the people we love the most. They are the activists. Those who want change, they are usually fire. And you are thinking ahead of schedule of fire. Water is being moody. Earth is being, conniving. Earth is being conniving. Air is taking their time, but you fire, you're thinking about January, February, you're thinking ahead, and you are very ambitious about yourself. You are not playing, okay? And you are thinking that something drastic needs to happen to change the situation, because this situation right here it's not making you happy. So in other words, if your fire element, you're thinking, I'm gonna burn down the Amazon, if that's what it takes to make that man give me a ring. Okay, I'm gonna burn it down. Because you're tired of being tired. You've been patient. You've given and given and given. And you've given warmth. You've burnt given warmth, given love, given all that. But it just has not worked in your favor. No, it hasn't. Okay. So you're tired of that. So now you're being sneaky, even to yourself, saying that you're not about to burn the house down, but you're about to burn the house down. You're about to do it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because fire is just waiting to take off. He is just waiting to take off. He wants to burn that forest, burn that shit. So you're telling yourself, not true. But girl, you're on it. You're on it. Okay. So it's going to take more than a fight. So in other words, if you decide that you are going to start a fight with Jerome, okay, so that you have make-up sex and he misses you and falls in love with you again and he gives you that ring for Christmas, it's going to take more than that. It's going to take more than that. Just letting you know, that's the advice you're being told. It's going to take way more than that. And you're still going to go for it, no matter what. And the advice is burn, baby, burn. Burn. That is the advice. That's the advice. Burn. In other words, keep burning, keep burning, keep burning. Even if it doesn't look like it's going to work with Jerome, just keep burning. It's going to work. It's going to work. So you are the go-getters of these 2 weeks. You really are. And I will be talking to you mid-month to find out what happened. I'll be talking to your mothers and fathers, the elements. I'll be talking to water. I'll be talking to earth. I'll be talking to air. I'll be talking to fire. And how do I do it? I talk to them through the heavenly energies. That's through my ancestors and the heavenly energies. I find out what's going on, and that is the energy that we, their children, carry. So see you midweek. After 2 weeks, mid-month. Mid-month. And this time I will do a specific video, if I can, for each one. I'm going to learn how to date stamp, because if I can date stamp, that's so cool. So I'm going to learn with this one. So I will be doing like date stamping, and then maybe I will expand it on Patreon and actually do one video for each element on Patreon. Thank you guys. Lots of love. Bye.